continuation sa module number 4. Module number 4, integration of rational fraction under case 1 in case number 4. This is example number 5. What if you're now given or asked to evaluate an indefinite integral of 2x squared plus 1 over x cubed minus 3x plus 2. It's a simple factorable value. Makikita nyo naman, pwede nating i-factor yan. But, if we then need to factor that out, anong mangyayari sa factored form niya? Anong itsura ng factored form ni x cubed minus 3x plus 2? Anong factored form niyan? That is simply x minus 1 squared times x plus 2. Right? Tama ba? Gamitin nyo yung synthetic division from last meeting, you could get that that factored form. So with that, knowing that the factored form of our numerator is what they call this, a repeated form, x minus 1 squared and x plus 2. One part of our factored form is a repeated one. So meaning, if it is a repeated linear factor, anong gagamitin nating case? We'll have to use case number 2, which is now a repeated linear factor. How are we going to interpret that in our rational partial fraction? That is a over x minus 1 to the first exponent plus b over x minus 1 to the second exponent. Dadagdagan pa ba natin? Hindi na, because the repeated factor is only at the second power. And the last one is your c over x plus 2. So that is a repeated linear factor. So how are we going to solve for the partial fractions for a, b, and c? Let's try to use method B, or method, the second method or the first method by LCD. Kunin muna natin siya in terms of LCD. X minus 1 squared times x plus 2 equal now to a over x minus 1 plus b over x minus 1 squared plus c over x plus 2. Multiply both sides by x minus 1 squared times x plus 2. Okay? Multiply both sides. Ang matitira na lang sa ating left side is 2x squared plus 1. So, so a is x minus 1 times x plus 2. Gal na natin yung isa eh. And this one is b times x plus 2 plus c times x minus 1 squared. Expand lang natin. Or let us try expanding it para pwede natin gamitin yung second method. That is a x squared negative 1 plus 2 is x minus 2 plus b of x plus 2 plus c x squared minus 2x plus 1. Okay? Alam nyo naman mag-expand, right? Using the first method, let us substitute a value of x that will eventually turn a, b, or c equal to 0. Anong value ni a na pwede nating, value ni x na pwede nating gamitin to make either a, b, and c 0 or to cancel out any of those variables. Ano pwede natin gamitin?
Kasi negative, sir.
Wa. Positive 2, negative 2. Positive 1, negative 1.
Negative 2 po.
So, pag negative 2, negative 2, negative 2, 0, negative 2, 0, negative 2. Yun. So, let us try to solve using negative 2. Try to solve negative 2. Substitute natin doon sa unexpanded form. Substitute x dito. That is 2 times negative 2 squared plus 1 is 2 times negative 2 squared plus 1. 4 times 2, 8 plus 1, 9. Negative 2 minus 1, negative 2 plus 2, 0. Negative 2 plus 2, 0. Negative 2 minus 1, negative 3 squared is 9. So, anong value ni C? Positive 9C, positive 9, divide both side by 9, gives us value of C equal to positive 1. Right? Alam nyo naman na yan. Hindi ko na isa-substitute, ipapakita manual. Anong susunod? Substitute value of x equal now to what? Let us try positive 1. Right. Oh, positive 1. Value of x, positive 1. If I substitute positive 1 here, 0. Positive 1 here, 0. So, yung b ang masosolve natin. 2 times 1 squared plus 1 is 3. 3 divided by 3, b is simply equal to 1. That's 1. Anong gagamitin natin to solve for the value of A? Or we're going to use to solve for the value of A? What? Anong gagamitin natin? Hindi natin masosolve si value ng A, di ba? Let us move to the second method using the expanded form. Maximum exponent of a variable is x squared. On the left side, x squared has a coefficient of 2, while on the right side, x squared has a coefficient of 1, a, and 1, c. On the left side, next to x squared is, of course, x. Wala tayong x coefficient there. And on the right side, meron tayong negative a, positive b, and negative 2c. And lastly, yung ating constant, which is 1 on the right side, negative 2 on left side, plus 2b plus c. Tama? Tama, no? So, combined, pwede na pala nating masolve yung value ni A. Value ni A, substitute na lang natin. Alam naman na natin yung value ni C at saka B. Substitute na lang natin with equation 1. Equation 1. So that is 2 equal to A plus 1. A is simply equal to positive 1. Meron na tayong value ni A. Check na lang natin. Substitute natin yung nakuhang value ni C at saka B at saka A. to check if it is indeed equal to 0 and positive 1. Negative 1 plus 1 minus 2 times 1. Tama ba? 0 ba yun? Negative 2, 1 plus negative 2b plus 1 is 1. So, for instance, na-solve na natin yung ating partial fraction, a, b, and c. Substitute na lang natin dun sa ating main equation. That is 1 over x minus 1 plus 1 over x minus 1 squared plus 1 over x plus 2. Then, dx. Okay? So, that is simply dx over x minus 1 plus integral of dx over x minus 1 squared plus integral of dx over x plus 2. Okay? Differential of x minus 1 is simply 1. So that is x ln x minus 1 plus, anong gagawin natin dyan? Integral of x minus 1 raised to negative 2 dx plus ln x plus 2 plus c. So, yung nasa gitnang term, power rule lang yan. So, that is simply 1 over x minus 1 plus ln x plus 2 plus c. So, yan na ngayon yung ating final answer for this problem. Okay? So, that is for case number 2. Again, kung merong more than 1 yung isang factored form, repeated na po yan kaagad. Then, apply case number 2. Then, any method na for you to identify the equivalent partial fraction, A, B, and C. Now, how about if you're asked to evaluate this given problem? Number 6. Check muna natin kung anong type ng problem. Anong case? So, given, you're now asked to evaluate the indefinite integral of y dy over y squared plus 6y plus 13. Anong gagawin nyo dyan ngayon? Anong gagawin natin dyan ngayon? Applying conventional integration. Pwede nating isimplify yung problem as y dy over y squared plus 6y plus 9 plus 4. Right? So, pwede mong i-factor yan, y dy of y plus 3 squared plus 2 squared or 4. Pero, how are you going to evaluate that? Hindi mo naman pwedeng pag-iwalayin yung denominator ay yung numerator. So, anong gagawin natin dyan? First stop, evaluate the given problem. Ano yung nakalagay? Is it factorable? Is it improper, proper, or non-factorable? Is it quadratic or not quadratic? Check your rules. Check if improper. That is, the degree of the numerator is less than or equal to the degree of the denominator. It is greater than the degree of the denominator. But shown here is y squared plus 6y plus 13. Knowing this is your term, anong gagawin? It is now a non-factorable denominator. Tama ba? Non-factorable denominator. And it is also a quadratic. So, if it is a quadratic factor, anong gagamitin natin? Case 1, 2, 3, or 4. Case 3. Hindi naman siya repeated quadratic. So it is a case 3 quadratic factor non-repeated. So if it is a case 3 quadratic factor non-repeated, that is a 2a plus b, 2a plus b plus, ano ba, plus b, that's supposed to be b, over your tawag na dito, ax squared plus bx plus c. Ano ba yun? A dapat yan, b dapat yan. Knowing that it falls under case number 3, quadratic factors non-repeated, direct substitution lang tayo dyan. That is A. 2A is 2y plus 6. Tama ba? Non-quadratic. 2y plus 6. Plus b over y squared plus 6y plus 13. Tama ba? 2y plus 6 plus b over y squared plus 6y plus 13. Oh, yeah. Times dx. Compare both sides. That is y over y squared plus 6y plus 13 equal now to a of 2y plus 6 over y squared plus 6y plus 13 and plus b over y squared plus 6y plus 13. Try both sides of y squared plus 6y plus 13. Cancel, cancel. Y is now equal to a times 2y plus 6 plus b. Let that is y equal to 2a plus what? Wala na pala. 2a lang. 1 and constant is 0. That is 6a plus b. We can already solve for the value of a, that is positive 1/2. Substitute lang natin dyan. 6 times 1/2, 3. 0 equal to 3 plus b. So b is equal now to negative 3. Okay? So from that, substitute na lang natin here. 1/2 of y squared 2y plus b over y squared plus 6y plus 13 plus negative 3 over y squared plus 6y plus 13. 1/2 2y plus 6 over y squared plus 6y plus 13 dy minus 3 of dy over y squared plus 6y plus 13. Ano yan? Differential of y squared plus 6y plus 13. That is 2y plus 6. So, makakancel na yan. So, that is simply 1/2 ln y squared plus 6y plus 13. How about this one? Itong isa. Negative 3 integral of dy. Yan din lang yung kanina. Complete, ano tawag na dito? Simplify lang natin yan. That is y squared plus 6y plus 9 plus 4. Or basically, that is y plus 3 squared plus 2 squared. Or that is your arctan. 1 over a, which is 2 arctan u over a. That is now negative 3 halves of arctan y plus 3 over 2 plus c. So for our final answer is now 1/2 of ln y squared plus 2y plus 13 minus 3 halves arctan of y plus 3 over 2 plus c. Yan lang naman yung problem na yan. And for your practice problem, try to solve, or exercise problem, try to solve this one. Try to solve 9y plus 14 over y minus 2 times y squared plus 14 dy. That is for your exercise. So, yan lang naman ang rational fraction. So, pag repeated quadratic, no, gayahin nyo lang yung case number 2. Then, if it is linear factor, case number 1. Repeated linear factor, case number 2. Expand, use method 2 and method 3 in solving for the partial fraction. And for quadratic, ganyan lang naman, expand mo and use most likely method 3 in solving for the partial fraction. Tama? 2ax pala yun. 2ax. A is 1. 2 times 1 times y is 2y plus b is 6. So, right, tama. Question. So that is case number 2 and case number 3. For case number 4, almost just the same with case number 2 but in quadratic form lang yan. I-repeat mo lang. Then most of the integral formulas that are applied in rational fractions are power rule, logarithm, arctan, and or inverse trigonometric functions. Yan lang naman po yan. The next part of our discussion for integral calculus is now under definite integral. For definite integral, we will now deal with integration of integrands that provides lower and upper limits. So ito yung common na ginagamit when it comes to solving the movement of an object within a space. So what if a particular particle moves within this specific period of time and suddenly stop a specific point? Ano yung changes na nangyari with their position, with their displacement, and with their location? So parang yun yung starting point or yung time 1 to time 2. Yun yung magiging limits mo. Then, yung masasolve mo doon when it comes to that is your displacement and change in position. Applicable most of the time, integrations with definite integrations are applied with dynamics of rigid body as well as your basic physics. And later on, pagdating naman sa deformable bodies and statics of rigid bodies. Okay? Then after definite integral, of course, doon na tayo sa plane areas.